I have never and will never sponsor violence of any kind.
Who should Kenyans trust? Governor Johnson SAKAJA or the battalion of wooden baton-wielding thugs who turned last week's peaceful protest into a horror?
Hii ni polisi ama ni SAKAJA?
Ni kama ni SAKAJA.
Hii ni angalia amenunuliwa. Angalia amenunuliwa hawa.
Kuna jamaa ameangaliwa rungu ya mgongo mbaya. Anataka kupiga press.
You see, in the court of public opinion, SAKAJA stands accused, not by the judiciary, but by video clips, testimonies, and an entire street choir of goons who, after unleashing chaos on demonstrators, had the nerve to march to City Hall singing his praises.
SAKAJA! Tumelinda jiji! Na tuwaogopi wakuje sasa! Wakuje sasa! Igwe siku zote! Mbwekse tuko hapo!
SAKAJA
Mbwekse! Siku zote!
To the governor of Nairobi, Johnson SAKAJA, your actions today do not make you strong. Hurting others does not give you power. It reveals your weakness. It reveals your fear. It reveals your utter lack of respect for the rule of law.
Yet, days after being linked to this violence for higher squads, SAKAJA emerged, clean-shaved, cool as ever, to wash his hands like a modern-day Pontius Pilate, declaring that he has never sponsored violence.
I have never and will never sponsor violence of any kind. My entire political life has been anchored on siasa safi, which upholds human dignity, the rule of law, and the democratic rights of every Kenyan. I have never used violence to gain power, and I never will. My record speaks for itself.
Na ile tu kupita pale mbele ya City Hall ilikuwa tu just kuonyesha tumefanya job. Ile Kenya ule tulipia tumeidu.
Let's rewind. During the recent anti-government protest, a swarm of men, many in plain clothes, some wielding crude weapons, others seemingly hopped up on adrenaline and sugarcane juice, descended upon peaceful demonstrators. Eyewitnesses say they weren't just attacking, they were looting, stabbing, and robbing with military precision.
Usiani wizi. Hii ni wizi. Ona.
Amerudishana angalia. Amerudishana mawe sana.
Ona huyo kwa mfuko anapora. Kwa mfuko amepora kila kitu. Mawe hivi.
Sasa angalia hao hapo. Amerudishwa.
Their fee, at least 2,000 Kenyan shillings, according to multiple confessions, and the occasional high five from security officers who, far from intervening, looked more like co-stars than bystanders.
Hadi wako escorted na karao.
This one is media. Imagine. This country, how will it survive surely? Kama wanafanyia media hivi napigwa, imagine. Kamera wamepasua lens moja, hiyo ingine kubwa.
Now here's the irony. Just days before the chaos, a video surfaced showing SAKAJA vowing to protect the city from protesters. He didn't say how, but his associates in that same meeting can be heard floating the idea of hiring youths to do the dirty work.
Last week walinipata unawares. Warudi tena. Wajaribu tena. We will protect the city, the capital city. Wasijaribu. Yani, si wanasema kuna siku wanakuja. Wajaribu kukusa mali ya mtu yoyote.
Sasa SAKAJA, wewe unapenda sheria. Wewe umekuja hapa. Sisi tunakutuma kwamba Nairobi ibaki salama.
Ojwanga liuliwa ndio Nairobi yangamizwe. SAKAJA, umepatiwa point. Panga vijana na polisi, ule anakuja kuleta ujinga, tutamenyana. Wakale ya mwisho, wakale, mnanisikia vizuri? Mimi nakwambia kama Raila angekuwa rais, alafu watu wananjeta nyenyenye, ni makofi. Nyinyi mnaleta mchezo. Huyu kijana ni wenyu. If you cannot protect William Ruto, shauri yenu.
And on the protest day, young men on motorbikes armed with clubs, hangers, and crude weapons emerged from nowhere and tore into protesters with chilling coordination. The mission was clear: instill fear, inflict injury, and fracture a movement.
Ona,
msichana
ona.
Wananyang'anya simu, naona hapo wananyang'anya simu inaenda. Kwa mfuko, angalia amechukua simu.
Huyu ni mwanaume mwanamke? Mwanaume anapigwa. Jesus.
Pikipiki kuna magunu walikuwa nayo, walikuwa wametumwa wako na tear gas, wakifika watu wa mahali wamekusanyika, wanarushia watu tear gas. Sasa hapa wamekanyaga mahali pabaya. Tunajaribu kuambia Kasongo asiporekebisha hii government yake, kama iko hivi Kenya hatutakubali, kwa sababu sisi ndio majority.
Several of these so-called city protectors were caught by protesters mid-mayhem, and when fist flew and tables turned, some began singing like canaries, bleeding and broken. They confessed that they had been hired by SAKAJA himself to break the protest and send a message.
Gavana ndiye anawatuma muangaisha watu. Aliwalipa pesa ngapi? Aliwalipa ngapi? Sawa. Wapi? Wapi watu wangapi? SAKAJA ndio iko wapi? 5. Mlikuwa watu 5. Wengine wako niko na mtoi mmoja na kwa mdogo sana. Ulitumwa na nani? SAKAJA amewatuma.
So, what does SAKAJA say now? Well, he is flipped the script. The goons, he claims, were sent by anti-Ruto politicians to make him look bad, a political smear job.
These accusations are not only false, they're a desperate attempt by certain well-known individuals whose political careers are marked by violence, by intimidation, by chaos, who have gone as far as to hire goons to come and infiltrate protests and say that I'm the one who sent them, so as to taint my name and to gain political mileage. They have cheapened the cause of our young people. Fellow Kenyans, let us not be hoodwinked. Some have even gone as far as giving them county paraphernalia to say that they work for the county government or that they are my supporters. Nothing is further from the truth. I urge you, Nairobians, not to be deceived. Let us not allow rogue politicians to hijack serious matters for selfish gain. The recent and tragic events, including the injuring of many, mugging, the shooting of the trader Boniface Kariuki, demand justice, not sideshows or distraction. Shifting the focus to unverified claims against me is not only dishonest, it dishonors the victims, the business owners who are counting losses in the millions, the people who have lost loved ones, and the people of Nairobi. I urge the relevant authorities to conduct thorough investigations and bring these individuals to justice. As leaders, we must operate strictly within the bounds of the law, with restraint, professionalism, and an unwavering respect for human rights. To every Nairobian, I assure you, my office remains open, transparent, and committed to serving you. Do not fall for this politics. It is like what has happened before many times, where people are given t-shirts and colors of opponents to act in a certain way to make the opponent look bad. It is too simple, too simplistic for our minds.
Which raises an awkward question. If they were truly anti-government operatives, why would law enforcement allow them to prepare for battle under their nose?
Look at how this country has become. This is council combination. This is now dangerous. This is now dangerous. William Ruto is a useless man.
Then there is the small matter of chance. The goons, while swinging their crude weapons and looting protesters, were captured cheering both SAKAJA and President Ruto.
Igwe! Siku zote! Igwe! Gavana Igwe! SAKAJA tumelinda jiji na tuwaogopi wakuja sasa. Wakuje sasa.
Na ile tukupita pale mbele ya City Hall ilikuwa tu just kuonyesha tumefanya job. Ile Kenya ulitulipia tumeidu. Ndio tumeidu, lakini tumeidu though bado tuja receive. Lakini tumeidu. Tuja receive do. Na mpaka saizi umepata pesa? Sijapata.
And finally, perhaps most damning of all, the footage showing these goons patrolling alongside police, not chased, not arrested, but moving in rhythm with law enforcers. So again we ask, who should Kenyans trust? Now the governor who swears innocent but has yet to explain why his name was chanted by violent goons, or the men with knives and pangas who between bloodshed and looting claimed to be just following orders from SAKAJA? Who do you trust? Leave your thoughts in our comment section. That is it for now. Thanks for watching. Let's be next time. Bye-bye.